Hi, it's Celeste, your canary in the coal mine. Today in America, we seem to pride ourselves on how little sleep we can get by on. And we don't seem to realize how much that's impacting our health. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about sleep and how many hours do you really need. Well, the typical American gets a couple hours less sleep than what the body actually needs because we have this belief that sleeping is a waste of time. But it's not. The sleeping is the time when your body restores itself, when your cells rebuild themselves, when the toxins are flushed out of the tissues, when all kinds of things happen that restores the body so that it can face the next day and the next day. And if you don't get an adequate amount of sleep, then you will be depriving your body a little bit at a time of that restorative cycle. And when you're 30 or 40 or 50, it'll start breaking down because it hasn't had a chance to heal and repair. So some of the things that show up when people don't get enough sleep are diabetes. They get overweight. I have thyroid problems that are related. I mean, the thyroid problems don't come just from sleep because I am getting enough sleep now. But that's one of the things I did to heal my thyroid was started getting more sleep and started to get to bed really early. So before the electric light, which is only like a couple hundred years, or well, not even 200 years old, just a little more than 100 years old, we basically would only stay up a little bit past sunset. You know, we'd have our little campfire or our stove or whatever. And then within an hour or two of the sunset, we would go to bed. And the next morning, we would be ready to wake up when the sun rose. And like I notice, I need more sleep in the winter than I do in the summer. And that goes along with that 24-hour clock that as the days get longer and shorter. So I know this is going to sound really weird because everybody wants to stay up and watch their favorite programs on television, but you can use your DVR and record them. And that is, if you get to bed so that you're pretty much ready to fall asleep by about 9 o'clock, you might see a big improvement in your health. You might see yourself dropping weight. You might see certain functions starting to work better. One of the reasons why I started doing that was not just because I'm old and old people go to bed early, but because I had a thyroid issue. And according to Chinese medicine, they have like a 24-hour clock that says what time of day are organs most active and most working on restoring themselves. And the glands, which include the thyroid gland, are most active during the 9 to 11 time slot. So if I'm in bed and asleep during that time slot, that gives my body the biggest chance to heal. And then the gallbladder kicks in next from 11 till 1. So if you're having trouble digesting fats and stuff, you might find yourself waking up during that time slot. And then the liver does its major activity of cleaning out the body from 1 to 3. And I would find that even to this day, if I don't eat the right foods, if I eat things that my body really doesn't work well with, then I'll often wake up at about 2 o'clock in the morning and find it difficult to fall back asleep. I'm not in any pain or anything, it's just I'm kind of agitated, things don't quite feel right, and that's because my liver is kicking up during that time slot. Then the next time slot is the 3 to 5 time slot, which is the lungs are healing themselves. And then from 5 to 7 in the morning, which is kind of our waking up time, it's the colon kicks in, which is probably one of the reasons why so many people, you know, first thing in the morning, they evacuate their bowels. So the other organs and everything get taken care of during the day, but I'm talking about the sleeping hours right now. So I wanted to tell you about this and encourage you to go to bed early. Stop being so sleep deprived. If you go to bed early, you'll find yourself waking up early. It's not uncommon for me to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, or maybe 5. And then I've got these wonderful, quiet, easy, calm hours to get something done. So all it's done is I've shifted my day around so that I have the prime hours, the early morning hours for myself, instead of hanging out in bed because I can barely open up my eyes because I stayed up way too late the night before. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today, was the prime hours for sleeping and how that might help you with certain physical conditions that you have, and even with overweight issues. So that's it for today, and I hope that that was another helpful tip. And I want you to get well and stay well. Thank you.